A while back, I was researching on how grip strength affects our pitching speed, and I got very excited because I read somewhere that if you could pull 100 pounds on hand diameter, then you would be able to throw about 60 miles an hour. So it would equate to an approximate speed of 60 miles an hour. And I thought, what a better way to motivate my students to pick up speed than, hey, let's increase in grip strength this year. Last year, in the beginning of 2019, I started a study to study grip strength and the correlation between the grip strength and speed, and I actually started charting it. And here's what my chart looked like, because I would have the girls in the beginning of each lesson fill out this chart, and I'll explain it in just a minute. And I used the Camry, to measure their grip strength each at least once a month. And over the course of the year, I was doing little things to increase their grip strength. Maybe it was Coach Polly's drill where he would have the girls sling the weight back and forth across the walls. Maybe it was just simply doing the very old school where you roll the weight up and then you slowly roll it down. And then I would do other grip strength stuff like hand walks where, you know, you're doing the bands around the wrist and you're doing the hand walks. I would do numerous other drills, and every time they would show up to lessons, there would be a new grip strengthening drill. And over the course of the year, I actually quit doing it because I found something very interesting with the correlation between grip strength and speed. And I think that there's a different dynamic to it that for me, I need to understand a little bit better, because there are different types of strengths that you can have. And when you start to learn a little bit about what Lou from Westside Barbell, you know, and what he preaches on how his ways and methods of training have really gone viral, especially in the athletic world. And his systems are used on the collegiate level at places such as like SAC schools as well as NFL. And you will see that his system is designed for different dynamic strengths that I think that I was not grasping yet the concept of very well when I started doing this. Because when I did it, and I will hold this up so that you can see the poster board, I would measure the hand diameter, and I didn't want to put the speed on here. Of course, I did keep track of their speed. I kept their personal record on a whiteboard. I actually still have in my garage. Each kid would do their grip strength, and we would see if it is improving over time. Somewhere around October, I started slacking off and not doing it that much anymore, because what I discovered was there is really not much of a correlation between the hand diameter, I hope I'm pronouncing that correct, and their speed. Okay, the reason that I feel like I failed so bad in this is because we have to recruit too many other muscle groups and then in the kinetic energy buildup in the pitch to be able to isolate grip strength as a sole factor to increase speed, or even just give a measure of approximate speed range. And let me give you an example. I'm just looking across the numbers. I see my fastest pitcher that I teach lessons to right now, and she never got out of the 70s, but you see plenty of the girls who could, well, not plenty, but 2 or 3 that could actually break 100 on here. 100 pounds, pulling 100 pounds on the diameter is, you know, great strength for a female. How I would have done this differently? The only way to attempt to increase speed through increasing grip strength is to increase the full body through better applied strength training, preferably through the conjugate system developed from Westside Barbell. You also have to take into consideration the complexity of the pitching mechanics, and every pitcher has different strengths and weaknesses in both their mechanics as well as their different muscle groups, and the muscles applied to each part of the mechanics have strengths and weaknesses in terms of fast twitch and slow twitch within them. And I did learn something very interesting. There is strength and there is applied strength and dynamic strength. There is strength that you can go into the gym and you can do your bench press, you can do your squats and your deadlifts, but it's not necessarily applying that strength into our pitch. Fatiguing our pitch while we're in motion is a great way to, drills such as bands, is a great way to encourage speed and growth development, miles per hour, spin rate, and increasing those by doing that. But just actual strengthening didn't do much. There wasn't much of a correlation from that strength into the real pitch. I think a big takeaway with that is plyometrics are more important probably than doing the just basics in the weight room. Dynamic lifting is probably, the plyometrics, dynamic lifting, that's probably what we need to be focusing on, because that's going to apply into our pitch a little bit better. Traditional strength training is wonderful for pitchers because of injury prevention. Functional strength training focuses a lot on the core and mimics daily activities. Applied training is very important for us pitchers because it focuses on strengthening and mimicking muscle activity in sport. So for us, that would be pitching. Yeah, I guess that's it. We have different types of strengths apparently. And if you have incredible grip strength, it could mean that you could throw fast, or it might not. That's basically what I got from this. Not to mention that coaching the individual is probably the most important aspect of this study. Every individual is different. God made everybody different. Therefore, every pitcher will have different strengths and weaknesses. So trying to do the study correctly was just near impossible.